The way we consume and share news today, it is largely rooted in social media outlets. The reason why it's crucial to look at what's being discussed online, from the hottest issues or trends for our daily social media minute. We're joined by Erica in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. I knew eventually we'll have to talk about it, but we're sort of getting radio silence from the dog trainer himself. But nonetheless, it garnered so much attention in the last 24 hours. We have to start here. Kang Hyung-wook's own company is being accused of continuous gaslighting and poor treatment of its past employees.
That's right. We've been talking a lot about famous people.
Falling from the good graces of the general public.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like the wait and see approach, which is what you opt for too, I've noticed. Because in this day and age, it's all too easy for us to jump to conclusions. Cancel culture, right? We're calling out that culture too. But for now, this is what we know.
That's right. So Bodeum company, which is run by dog trainer, a really famous one at that, dog trainer Kang Hyung-wook and his wife.
Arguably the most famous dog trainer in Korea.
That's right. So they're embroiled in this controversy over accusations of workplace mistreatment. Negative online comments have been surfacing and they're going viral, actually. Former employees writing really negative reviews about the company and the two people, Kang Hyung-wook and his wife, who run it.
Right. Okay. So Bodeum Company's rating is currently 1.7 out of 5 on one of the more popular online recruitment sites and job search platform, Job Planet.
That's right. So to give you an idea, this one particular one-star review from the month of April goes something like this. I quit my job and got therapy due to a panic disorder, anxiety, and depression. My mind has been devastated by the continuous gaslighting, blasphemy of character, and continuous work requests after hours. Now, the review said that Kang and his wife often gave instructions outside of work hours, including orders to make dermatology reservations. The reviewer also claimed that employees were not allowed to use messaging apps like KakaoTalk, were told to use a separate messenger so they could monitor what all the workers were saying throughout the day during work hours. This one person said the boss even read through the messenger log all night to see if anyone badmouthed him.
Okay.
Another comment with a relatively high rating of 3 stars out of 5 reads, "It's not a company you can work at for a long time. I want them to pay attention to their employee welfare."
I mean, that just reads like an average, normal, past employee
it does.
review. The formers, I mean, I think that's where the serious allegations come up, right? Mistreatment as opposed to just poor working conditions, right? So similar accusations can be also found in comments below Kang Hyung-wook's rather famous YouTube channel, his recent YouTube video.
One commenter wrote it, and this one was quoted by many of the local media outlets. This one commenter wrote, "Have you ever received 6 cans of Spam in a doggy poop bag as a Chuseok present?" Now, Kang allegedly demanded extreme labor in extreme cold and extreme heat, as well as work during the holidays, and he screamed in front of employees when a former employee reported the company to the Ministry of Employment and Labor. Others have posted demanding an apology from Kang, or even an explanation at least. But Kang has, like Lena mentioned, has yet to address these allegations.
So we'll wait and see in that front. But from past interactions, Kang Hyung has been really quick to address any serious accusations. So we'll wait and see how this unfolds.
Yes.
Now, amid this ongoing controversy, notice that's still a developing story. KBS2 TV, which is a public broadcaster, has canceled the shows Dogs Are Incredible, the very show which actually catapulted Kang to his current stardom and really captured the hearts of many.
That's right. It's a really popular show. Now, the KBS representative announced on Monday that, considering this ongoing controversy surrounding Kang Hyung-wook, it has decided to cancel, yesterday's today's episode of KBS2 TV's Dogs Are Incredible and replace the show with other programs for the time being. It has not yet been decided whether Dogs Are Incredible will continue to air or if it will also be canceled, in the coming weeks.
All right. One of our listeners, Crash Override, writes in, scheduling dermatology appointments is asinine outside of a personal assistant role. You're right. If proven to be true, I don't think there's denying that that's mistreatment.
Right.
We'll wait and see until Kang responds to these allegations. Let's move on to our second buzzword this morning. The Japanese world eating champion apparently wants to retire.
Yeah, because he no longer feels hungry. And this is obviously not natural. If you don't eat, we feel hungry, right? So Japan's king of competitive eating has announced his retirement. His name is Takeru Kobayashi. He's 46 years old. He's won 6 consecutive titles at the internationally famous Nathan's hot dog eating contest held in New York. He's wolfed down 64 and a half hot dogs in one sitting.
Do they really wet the bun?
Huh?
Do they really wet the bun? I was told.
I think some do, yeah.
Right, to make it go down faster.
Yes, that's right.
I digress. I just think this is remarkably challenging. And
very much so. It's not for everybody, obviously.
Tough on the human body.
Right. And, these eaters train intensively to
just like
eat so
sports.
much in a very limited time. Now, at the age of 23, he made a name for himself by taking part in a Japanese competitive eating show. At the time, he consumed 60 plates of sushi, 2.7 kilograms of potatoes, 16 bowls of ramen, also all in one sitting.
Do you feel full? I feel
just
full.
By talking about it.
Yes. Like that list is so extensive.
It's just hard to believe, really. Now, in Taiwan, he claimed victory by devouring 5.5 kilos of lamb stew within 24 minutes. 5.5 kilos of meat is a lot of meat.
I don't think I eat that much meat in 2 weeks.
Most people don't.
3 weeks.
Yeah, in Hong Kong, he was champion after consuming 100 char siu baos in just 12 minutes. I mean, the list goes on.
All right. So clearly, his ability to eat extreme amounts of food in a very short amount of time
is amazing.
You were right, amazing, and has earned him not just fame, but also wealth over the past 2 decades.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, it pays, right?
Yeah. Kobayashi reportedly had an annual income exceeding $650,000 US through all of his competitive eating, which is more than enough to support his family.
I was going to say it's a lucrative career if you excel at it.
Right.
Now, when did he announce his retirement plan?
Yeah, so recently he made an appearance in a Netflix documentary titled Hack Your Health, The Secrets of Your Gut, where he announced his decision to retire. Now, this documentary film, delves into the human digestive system. It analyzes the relationship between the gut, diet, and health. And Kobayashi said that he no longer feels hungry at all. And his wife said that he once went without eating for 3 days without feeling hungry. Now, medical experts, this is where it gets interesting, found no irregularities in his intestinal bacteria. Brain scans revealed, however, the cause of his loss of appetite. So what happens is when Kobayashi sees food, all areas of his brain related to eating, food, nausea, and the feeling of feeling full are all activated at the same time.
All at the same time.
All at the same time.
It should be in progression.
Yeah.
Or one or the other.
That's right.
That's so confusing. All right. So how do experts explain his peculiar brain activity?
Yeah. So they say his brain still thinks he is in competition even when he's not eating. His brain still thinks he's in a state of eating highly processed food like hot dogs. Now, the various parts of his body have to work together to suppress the system so that he does not get disgusted by the sight of more and more food in front of him. So anyways, all of this came as a shock to Kobayashi. He says he started to feel afraid. He doesn't know if his brain is still healthy.
Okay. I mean, in this day and age, I'm wondering, modern modern medicine is a miracle worker. Is there a way to rewire his brain?
Yeah. One expert advised him to basically listen to the voice of his body, even if it's just a smell or a sensing or very basic things like that.
So go back to the basics and listen to your own body.
That's right. So he started using more nutritious ingredients like avocados, perilla leaves, shiitake mushrooms, garlic, to make himself healthier food, like healthier hot dogs, to improve his eating habits. And he says he decided to quit competitive eating because he wants to live a healthy and long life. You know, he has family.
Yeah, I mean, he found a rather, let's be honest, odd career.
Yeah.
I don't think he set out to do this and this only for the rest of his life.
Correct.
I don't know anyone who goes into saying, I'm 13 and I'm going to be a food fighter. Like, that's unheard of. But, I mean, he stumbled upon it, he excelled at it, and now he just wants to be healthy.
That's right. So his retirement, the news of his retirement, because he was so popular, has sparked a heated discussion on social media.
Okay.
And most commenters said how they had never even realized that he had these struggles until they saw this film. They just looked at him and they probably thought, oh, that's really amazing. He's got an amazing talent, a rather unusual talent.
Yeah.
But, you know, who would have thought he struggled? His whole body struggled.
Entertainment, right? I don't think we go that far to think about the lives of any celebrity, but maybe, you know, there's a whole person there.
I do worry about these YouTubers who consume extremely large amounts of food. And I do wonder, how long are they going to be able to keep this up, right? That really must not be good for their health. It's not normal to eat so much food in one sitting.
Probably not.
Right.
There's a reason why we're amazed by it, right? That the body keeps a score, I think, emotionally,
Definitely.
mentally, and physically. So be kind
To your body. Your body's
be
a temple.
kind. We sound like 80-year-old grandmas.
Yay.
Maybe they had some wisdom words to the wise. All right, our final buzzword this morning: an American returning a stolen beer mug to a German beer hall after 52 years because Americans don't get a bad reputation in Europe at all.
So when we're young, we do stupid things. And we've often talked about how, you know, ugly tourists do ugly things when they go abroad. They get overly excited.
Yeah.
And some are just ignorant about, you know, things they probably shouldn't do.
Like scribble at natural monuments.
Yes. Or even like, you know, historic relics, things like that. Anyways, this 70-something-year-old American man recently returned a beer mug that he stole during his college days in Germany 52 years ago.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. Now, according to a Munich local media outlet on Monday, there's this famous Munich beer hall called Hofbräuhaus, and it received a letter from an American man identifying himself as a 74-year-old Gregory K. And he said he stole the beer mug during a European trip with his buddies back in January of 1972 and admitted that he had it tucked away all of this time. Now, he included a $50 bill, which is approximately 68,000 won, in the letter as an apology, asked for forgiveness for his foolish act, and he signed off the letter with "the foolish college kid." Now, reportedly, the stolen beer mug bears the inscription HB, representing Hofbräuhaus, and today these similar souvenirs, are sold for around 40 euros.
Do you think he did research and thought, okay, that's how much it costs?
Maybe. Anyways, the beer house stated that it gladly accepts the apology, and they wrote, "We hope you continue to enjoy the beer mug," actually. Maybe he just said the money, actually, not the beer mug itself. Anyways, keep the beer mug, but we will accept the $50. We will accept your letter. And they said the money is going to be donated to charity.
I just think there's so much humor in here because it was a mug. I mean, I'm not condoning the behavior, but it was years and years ago. And a 70-year-old man reflecting back on his like youthful indiscretions.
And he felt bad.
And just, you know, but still he wants to be discreet and he doesn't really give out his last name. It's just funny.
Gregory K.
All right, Mr. K. Hope you enjoy the beer mug.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Erica.
Pleasure.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
If you're listening to our program using the podcast service, just a reminder that we do go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Korea Standard Time. So tune in and help us make the show more informative by giving us your input. See you bright and early on Good Morning Seoul.